This brother teacher here. I want to talk to you just briefly about being a martial arts black belt or master in any particular martial art system or style. There's one thing that you must know, and that is that you can never retire from being a black belt or a master instructor, more specifically, because it is a lifelong journey. It is a way of life. I've heard it said before. It's not the way or the only way, but it is a way of life indeed. You know, some people find other ways of life. They join a church or some religious cause. And martial arts is one way. It is a system of teaching that helps one to find themselves. One method. Irrespective of the particular art, they all should hold that quality in common, helping an individual find themselves and find balance. I've seen throughout my life, my career, people obtain the rank of black belt, and once they reach Shodan or first degree black belt, some systems and styles, they quit, as if that was some sort of rite of passage, and there's nothing else left to do. Well, that goes to show you that that person was not truly passionate about martial arts. If you've seen some of my earlier videos where I talk about absolutes in life, when you take on certain things, especially things that are supposed to have any real meaning, you must realize that it's forever. There'll come a time, for example, if you were in a sport, let's say basketball, you won't be able to perform anymore, and you retire from basketball performing as a player, or you retire from football from performing as a player, or baseball, or some other physical sport. And I think it stands to reason that your body can only endure so much physical exertion and or punishment depending on what the sport is. I can see you retiring, but not 100%, only from the physical aspect of it, but still participating in supporting that particular endeavor. You might be a coach, you might be a writer, still participating in that particular thing. But martial arts is a totally different beast. When you become a master, particularly in martial arts, you have reached a certain pinnacle in your life, in your travels, if you will, where you continue to rise on a spiritual level, is no more physical as it was when you were younger in the arts. Some may even start the martial arts in their adult life, and may be older and still start martial arts. But you still keep training, you still keep moving, still keep practicing your what I call syllabus. You never completely retire from martial arts. You are always active in some capacity, even when you can't do a lot of the things that you did early on in your career or your martial arts journey. There's no such thing. So that's one thing that you never do, is completely stop martial arts. You are always vested in it. So me, for example, and I can only use me, I started at the age of 10. This year will be 54 years in the martial arts, and I still teach. I don't compete anymore, but I still conduct events. I still teach self-defense. I still teach programs, and I'll continue to do so until I can't do it any longer. That's part of my legacy. I have things written, and there's things that I'll leave behind when I'm no longer able to do anything physical anymore. I will have something physical to leave behind. As to the work that I had accomplished on this planet while I was here, something of value, that is, to my family and to my students and to the next martial arts generation, and to the world, hopefully. But you never ever quit, because quitting is giving up. And there are people, again, that receive black belts and they say, well, I've got my black belt, I'm done. They never wear a uniform again. I've seen it happen. And there are people that used to compete in martial arts competitions. You'll see where they stop competing, and as they get older, they don't teach, they don't compete, they don't do anything physically demanding as it relates to martial arts anymore. But you'll see them show up at a martial arts event or tournament in street clothes, and you almost have to take a kidney from them to get them to come out and support you, or to be a referee or a judge. This is if they don't want to participate anymore, but they want the recognition oftentimes, or they want to hang on to what their past accomplishments were. You know, I was the state champion and the U.S. champion, this and that, and so on and so forth. All of these accolades that they received in years before. But that doesn't matter. Presently, people remember you for that, but you must stay relevant. And in order to stay relevant, you must continue to move. It's just really that simple. And some of us leave indelible marks behind on what our accomplishments have been in the martial arts. And I hope and pray that I will be one of those such individuals. So this video basically is to encourage you that if you are a black belt, don't stop. Keep going. Pass it on. If you are a master especially, don't stop, don't give up, and don't say, well, I'm too old, I'm going to retire. No such thing. I'm sorry. This may not be what you want to hear, but it is what a true martial artist is. That stick to it, if you know what I'm saying, you'd never stop. That was really it. And that was all. Be blessed.